Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to this Elimination Chamber review. Man, there is loads to go through. I suppose the big kind of overall feeling of the show was that it was better than what I was expecting. A couple of surprises. Didn't expect Becky Lynch to beat Mickie James, but it does make sense. Mickie James is there, I suppose, to put over the current talent. And it was a good match, opening match. Really fast-paced, a lot of nice kind of aerial spots, reversals. It was just good. It was fun. It was, not a match of the year contender, but a good opener. And then the other surprise, Naomi. I did not see that coming. I know that WrestleMania is in Orlando, which is where Naomi is from, but it would make more sense, surely, for Naomi to win the title in Orlando rather than go in as champion. Obviously, there's a rematch that has to be made and done and all of that before we even get to WrestleMania, which, as they said on Talking Smack, is 7 weeks away. So there's still a lot of twists and turns. So there's nothing to say that Naomi will go in as champion. But yeah, I did not see that coming. That was a big surprise. Obviously, the main event, the chamber match in the new chamber. No longer is it a circle. It is square. The sides as well are now see-through and they've got lights all along, which look really cool. And then on the floor, rather than exposed grating, they've got mats down. And, that just allows for the wrestlers to take a few more chances. That moment where Styles and Cena were like climbing up the chamber, Cena comes off. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. I thought that main event was really strong, really entertaining. I really enjoyed it. AJ Styles really made that match for me. I can't imagine what that match would have been like without Styles being in it. Let's just blast through the card anyway. So the first match, Mojo Rawley against Kurt Hawkins, lasted 8 minutes and I sure as hell didn't watch it. So I have no idea what happened. It could have been the greatest match of all time. This was the pre-show match. I just know that Mojo won and that's good enough for me. The first proper match, as we said, was that Becky Lynch-Mickie James match, which I did see, and it was a really fun opener. Great pace into it. Becky Lynch wins. Kalisto and Cruz against Ziggler. I loved how Ziggler came out and hurled Kalisto against the entrance lighting. I wondered actually if he was meant to do that because he knocked a load of the lights out, and I didn't know if Vince backstage might be going mental because it was quite early on the show. I don't know actually if they repaired it or not. I didn't notice. But for me, this match was badly booked because it never should have been a handicap match. Apollo Crews and Kalisto against Dolph Ziggler. No one's coming out of this looking brilliant unless Ziggler won it. So when he did that and basically it turned into Apollo Crews against Dolph Ziggler, it became more interesting to me. I was like, okay, now we've got a one-on-one match. But unfortunately, Kalisto came back out, got involved. It turned back into the handicap match, and Dolph Ziggler loses. It's a real shame, because I was really into the Apollo Crews-Dolph Ziggler match. Dolph Ziggler beat up Apollo Crews afterwards, put his leg in a chair a couple of times and was stamping on it. The crowd were chanting, "Thank you, Ziggler." I think they weren't into that handicap match idea either, and it was a bit uncomfortable. I can't imagine that's what WWE were hoping for. I can't imagine WWE were going, "Oh, I hope they chant for Dolph Ziggler." Next up, tag team turmoil match. I have to take a second to say I love Breezango. They are so funny. And they can work as well. They're great wrestlers. They started this thing with Slater and Rhino, and I think Slater and Rhino's time has largely been and gone. But yeah, Breezango, absolutely love them. Came out all in white like Fashion Police. I think it said Fashion Popo on their wrestling attire. And they were obviously dishing out their Fashion Police tickets. I just love them. I really would love a battle pack. It went through We got down to the Ascension and American Alpha. American Alpha retain, which wasn't a great surprise. The big story coming out of this is the Usos attacking Alpha. I think that will be a one-on-one match or team-on-team that we will get probably on SmackDown Live. And that's where, you know, Alpha really come into their own, is where, you know, it's just them versus one other team, and they can just go for like 15 minutes because they're one of the best teams WWE have had in years. Honestly, I really rate American Alpha that highly. Great when Revival come up and DIY. They've got some great tag teams, just not on the main roster at the moment. Next, we got Nikki Bella against Natalya, and we knew that Maurice would get involved somehow because rumours are it's going to be Nikki Bella, John Cena versus Miz and Maurice at WrestleMania. This was a double count out. It was, you know, hard hitting match. It was just a brawl, really. But yeah, backstage they knock into the makeup table. That puts something, I don't really know, makeup powder all over Maurice, and she's not happy about it. I think that's going to be a really weak way to start this feud, if that's how it's going to start. But it appears to be going that way. They mentioned it on Talking Smack as well, so I think that is the direction that we'll be taking. So it'll be interesting to see what unfolds on Tuesday. After that, we got Orton against Harper. This is awesome chance, and it deserved it. You know, hard-hitting war. That's what this was, back and forth. Loads of close calls at the end. Harper looked fantastic, as we've always known that he is. He's just never had the opportunity. But this was a great match. This was a great match. It went on for 17 minutes, which is quite a length of time for a one-on-one match on a card that was this stacked. So, yeah, you know, obviously Orton had to win because he's main event in WrestleMania. But still, this is worth watching if you've not seen it yet. Naomi versus Alexa, big surprise, good match. Didn't go that long, actually. But, again, lots of reversals, back and forth. Obviously, aerial attacks, lots of flips. And, yeah, it was really good. I don't know if Naomi goes into WrestleMania as the champion. She might do. But big surprise. And that's exactly what this show needed. Because the main event was fantastic, but didn't provide any surprise. Bray Wyatt is the new WWE champion. On the one hand, I'm really excited, really excited. I'm really pleased for him. You know, it's brilliant that has now finally happened for him. On the other hand, I just don't want to see Wyatt against Orton again, and I don't know. They didn't build Bray. Bray's kind of come out of nowhere to win this title. He's not had any kind of struggle, unless you count his whole career. But it's nice for him. I'm pleased for him. I am interested to see where we go from here. It is a fresh title picture. Be interesting to see what they have for Styles, because Styles, for me, you know, stole the match, stole the show, and I just can't imagine him not being in the title picture. But then they're not going to put, it's not going to be Wyatt versus Styles versus Orton, is it? No. Is it? Awesome, guys. I'd love to know your thoughts. Drop it in the comments below. If you enjoyed the show, if you enjoyed this review, then please give the video a like. Hit the subscribe if you haven't already, and hopefully I'll see you again next time. Oh, I should say before I go, give this show strong 7. Bye for now.